Hello again, everybody. Some time ago, I told you my reasons why I am still doing Taekwondo. Today, I want to give you some ideas why you should be still doing Taekwondo or maybe start doing it. See you in a second. Taekwondo had its boom time in the 1970s and 1980s. There are some people who started to train in those years and still stick to it. Others have started their Taekwondo training and quit it some time later. There may be many reasons for that, but why have those Taekwondo veterans continued to train while many others didn't? First of all, let me explain an important fact. There is not one Taekwondo. Even if the sign over the door of a dojan bears the same letters, there may be huge differences inside. This is due to the fact that Taekwondo is not a protected term. There is no legal requirement for someone who wants to open up a Taekwondo school, at least here in my country. But I believe that is the same nearly everywhere. While someone needs proper education in his trade if he wants to open up business, let's say as a plumber or as a carpenter, actually everyone can open up and run a Taekwondo school. Not even a black belt is required. You just have to find some students who accept you as their teacher, and already you are a Taekwondo master in your own dojan. And as you can see in the social media, even the greatest moron finds his 5 devoted pupils who follow him. Yes, there are official training courses offered by the national Taekwondo federations or by the Mudokwan. However, legally they are not required to start a Taekwondo business. It is evident that in such a situation there will be incompetent people offering Taekwondo lessons to students. And another problem is added. Even if you look at just the official Taekwondo clubs and schools, the training they offer vary a lot. Depending on the preferences of the trainer, they sometimes specialize in just one part of Taekwondo, very often in Olympic competition training. While Taekwondo is a complete martial art for body and mind, it has become a mere sport to the unknown public. For someone who likes competition fighting and joins such a sport club, training may become meaningless when he reaches the age where competition makes not much sense anymore. Besides becoming a coach or a trainer himself after that, stepping out of Taekwondo seems to be a good option then. The first and most important reason for you still doing Taekwondo is therefore, find the right club and find the right master. I say master very intentionally because a trainer or a coach teaches just the sports part of Taekwondo. A master will try to teach you the full program of developing body and mind through Taekwondo. However, finding the right place to train is not an easy task. The first approach could be to make sure that the master has received the correct education himself. In Taekwondo, we are lucky to have a central point for that, the Mudokwan in Seoul. This is the place for learning the standard techniques and also the central administration for internationally valid Dan or master grades. Anyone who does not have a valid Mudokwan Dan certificate cannot be a genuine Taekwondo master. So, now you have found your Taekwondo dojan and the master is teaching real Taekwondo. But after some time, you feel kind of bored and Taekwondo seems to be not the right thing for you anymore. You feel that you are not making any progress, and even worse, you did not pass the last grading exam. Time for quitting, you may think. At this point, remember the basic values of Taekwondo, which you may have heard or read somewhere. Was not endurance one of those, and patience another? Those things may have been lost in our fast-living modern world. Nevertheless, they are important for progress. Perseverance is also quite useful in such a situation. Just let me tell you, you are not the first person having a rough time. Take this as a lesson for your life, not just for Taekwondo. Success comes from hard work and from finishing what you have begun. That does not mean that you should not take a rest sometimes. Body and mind need time for recovery if you have worked hard. You will notice that after a short while of recreation, training becomes easier and it makes fun again. However, don't let your intention, tomorrow I start training again, become just an intention. Make it happen. Another thing that can make you stay in Taekwondo is finding a role model. This can be another student at your club who performs well, your master, or another person who embodies all the positive attitudes of Taekwondo, even if you never have met him personally. The late Bruce Lee encouraged millions of people to start doing martial arts. Many of them chose Taekwondo. Even if it may never be possible to reach your role model, it helps you to stay on the road to success. For many people, visiting Korea has made a large impact on their willingness to continue Taekwondo or even to start the training. It is very impressive to realize how deeply Taekwondo is rooted into Korean culture and how respectfully you are greeted as a Taekwondo person when being there. I never forgot to place my black belt on top of my clothes in my suitcase when traveling to Seoul, so that the custom officer can see it when opening it for inspection. This will not let you smuggle forbidden items into Korea more easily, but it will create a welcoming feeling for everyone. Here in my country, doing Taekwondo is still something exotic. Compared to other sports, it is just a marginal sport. Sometimes you feel a little peculiar being such a strange person who jumps around in white pajamas shouting out loudly. But whenever I am in Korea, it gets quite normal. Here I am, standing in the big training hall at Muju Taekwondo Park, surrounded by 200 people in white pajamas, and every one of them is just as crazy as I am. Suddenly I feel at home. Whenever you question your decision doing Taekwondo, maybe you should ask yourself what goal you wanted to reach when you began your training. There are many different personal goals. Becoming a black belt, winning medals, staying healthy and fit, even the aspect of self-defense or getting more self-confidence than others. Maybe you have the feeling that you already have reached your goal and there is nothing more to gain. Then change your goal. Real Taekwondo is incredibly versatile. You easily can switch your focus to another part of the program. For sure, you will find something where you are not perfect yet. So, finally, why you should be still doing Taekwondo or maybe start doing it. In short, because it is a fantastic exercise for body and mind, which will benefit you in many ways. It has the potential to change your life for the better, and it can teach you many lessons which are valuable for your life. Just stick to it.